Today we're going to talk about levels of self-awareness. In fact, there are 5 levels of self-awareness from my perspective. And as leaders continuing to develop ourselves, we must continue to increase our level of self-awareness because great leaders tend to be very self-aware. So before we get into the 5 levels of self-awareness, let's describe an event as something that happens probably habitually, that's either something you want to stop doing or something you miss and you want to start doing. And let's give you an example. Let's just take the example of interrupting somebody. Let's say that's the bad habit that you have and you want to change. And to do that, you need to increase your level of self-awareness. So taking that example, let's talk about level 1 self-awareness. Now, level 1 self-awareness is where basically you're not aware. And so to become aware, someone needs to tell you. This would be what we call a blind spot, where we can't see it, but others can. And you may interrupt people all the time and not be aware of it at all. So level 1 self-awareness, somebody tells you, hey, you interrupted somebody that was really rude. Were you aware you did that? No, I wasn't aware. I had no idea. That's level 1 self-awareness. And guess what? Now that you're aware of what happened, you can go clean it up. And we'll talk more about that at the end of this video, okay? Now let's talk about level 2 self-awareness, because level 1 isn't that great, that you rely on other people to have to tell you. So let's talk level 2. Level 2 is where you start to become aware of it on your own, but typically it happens well after the event. So if I was in a meeting earlier today and I interrupted somebody, maybe it's on my drive home or at the dinner table or right before I go to bed, I'm like, shoot, I did that. And so I have some level of self-awareness, but it doesn't happen till after the event. That's level 2 awareness. Level 3 awareness is always a fun one, because level 3 awareness is when you become aware of the moment that it's happening. You become aware in the moment that it's happening. And so I'll never forget a time where I was coaching somebody. I was watching him in a conversation, and he was trying to be more respectful and more caring. And he had this lady just crying because he was being really rough with her and being very direct and not showing any empathy. And I could see him come to the realization that he was doing this in the moment, but he had no idea what to do with that. That's level 3 awareness. And so level 3 awareness is much better because now I can do something with it. But in the beginning, when you're just getting to level 3, it's really awkward because you don't know what to do. Again, we're going to come back at the end of the video to talk more about what you do with that. Level 4 awareness is when I become aware of this event, this activity, this habit, right as I'm getting ready to do it. So maybe in this situation, I'm getting ready to interrupt somebody. Maybe I'm already thinking about what I'm going to say, and I'm starting to interrupt somebody, and I become aware that, I'm getting ready to do it. And what's really cool about level 4 awareness is now I can prevent from even making the mistake. See, cleaning up a mistake is one thing, and you can gain some trust, credibility, and respect from cleaning up a mistake, no doubt. But not making the mistake in the first place, not doing that habit that's poor leadership, that's even better. So level 4 is where you can really start to prevent things. And then level 5 is where we're unconsciously aware, meaning we formed a new habit. We have a new behavior. We have a new pattern. And so now, you know what? I just don't interrupt people. And I'm aware that I don't interrupt people, but I don't have to consciously think about it and work at it. It's just kind of who I've become. So those are the 5 levels of self-awareness. Now, as I said earlier, in the first 3 levels of awareness, which happen either during it, after it, on my own, or someone tells me, I have to clean that up. And that's how we change or grow our trust, credibility, and respect with that self-awareness, is when we go and actually clean it up. Now, what does that look like? There's 2 things. 1, go quickly, and 2, own it fully, right? Hey, I just realized that I interrupted you. I am sorry about that. I am working on that, and I will try not to do that in the future. Will you forgive me? Right? That's how you clean it up. Level 4, where you become aware of it ahead of time and you can prevent it, Now, sometimes we become aware and we don't prevent it, in which case we're going to be back into that case where we got to clean it up. But hopefully level 4 and level 5 is where we can really stop, think, and then proceed without doing that poor behavior or making sure we do that good behavior that we've been wanting to work on. So I hope these levels of awareness help you. If you are working on an issue that you're slightly aware of, remember, clean it up fast, own it well, and that will help you move farther up that self-awareness curve and change at a quicker pace. Thanks, everybody. If you like what you hear, check out my YouTube channel or check my LinkedIn profile or check us out on the website. Have a good day.